Ever walk through a casino and wondered, like, who's really in charge of all the action? All those flashing lights, the roulette wheels spinning?
Yeah, it's more than just the dealers, right?
Exactly. So today we're doing a deep dive into the world of a casino gaming manager. We've been digging through RoleCatcher's guides, and let me tell you, there's a lot more to this job than meets the eye.
It's not all just glamour and high rollers, that's for sure.
So let's cut to the chase. What does a casino gaming manager actually do all day?
Well, imagine you're conducting an orchestra, right? You're
Okay.
not playing every instrument, but you're responsible for the entire performance. That's kind of what it's like. A casino gaming manager makes sure the whole gaming floor runs smoothly. They're overseeing the staff, the security, customer service, and of course, making sure everything stays, legal and above board.
And RoleCatcher really emphasizes the high-pressure environment. This isn't your typical 9 to 5 gig.
Definitely not. Think long hours, often with split shifts, and you always have to be ready for the unexpected. One minute you could be settling a dispute between high-stakes players. The next you're dealing with a technical issue on a slot machine.
Talk about thinking on your feet.
Exactly. You need to make quick decisions, often under pressure, and always make sure everyone's following the rules, both the players and the staff.
Sounds intense.
Ooh.
But RoleCatcher also paints a pretty compelling picture of the career potential. The industry's thriving, there's room for growth, and of course the earning potential is a big draw.
Absolutely. The gaming industry is constantly evolving, new technology, new regulations, even new games popping up all the time. So if you enjoy a fast-paced, dynamic environment and you have a real interest in the casino world, this could be a great fit.
So we've established it takes more than just knowing how to play cards. You need to be a leader, a problem solver, a master of logistics, and be able to stay calm under pressure.
Yeah.
Now let's get into the specifics of what it actually takes to land a job in this field. So you need a cool head and nerves of steel to be a casino gaming manager.
Got it. But what about the actual skills you need to break into this world? Reading through RoleCatcher, I was really surprised by how much they emphasize math and computer skills. Not exactly the first things that come to mind when I think about casinos, even with all the technology they use these days. Yeah, it's definitely not all just intuition and people skills. You have to remember you're analyzing player data, managing budgets, dealing with some pretty complex gaming systems. Being comfortable with tech and having a good head for numbers are essential.
They even mentioned needing some programming knowledge in one section about computers and electronics. Is that becoming standard now?
Technology is changing everything about the industry. Facial recognition to prevent cheating, AI analyzing players to identify trends, mobile apps for loyalty programs. A good casino gaming manager needs to be on top of all of it. It's like what we were talking about before, those job analysis tools that RoleCatcher uses.
Right.
That's all AI. It scans job descriptions for keywords and skills, then helps you tweak your resume to match what employers are looking for, like having a secret weapon.
So work smarter, not harder. Instead of just sending out the same resume to everyone, you're using data to stand out.
Exactly, but you still need experience, obviously. RoleCatcher has a whole section on the typical career path, starting with entry-level jobs like gaming attendant.
Yeah, you're not going to start out managing high rollers on day one.
Right. But they make a good point about those entry-level jobs building a really important foundation. They describe what a gaming attendant does all day, helping customers, making sure everyone's following the rules, even just basic upkeep on the machines. It's all about learning how things work from the ground up.
It's like an apprenticeship.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You're learning the basics of each game, dealing with all kinds of different people, seeing how important responsible gaming is.
Speaking of which, RoleCatcher takes that very seriously. There's a whole section on it. For anyone who's not familiar with that side of things, what does responsible gaming mean for a casino?
It's about making sure that the gaming environment is safe and ethical for everyone. So that means things like training staff to recognize problem gambling behaviors and how to deal with them, making sure people know about resources if they need help, even making sure all their ads and marketing materials follow strict guidelines.
So it's not just about preventing cheating, but about being aware of the social impact too.
Yeah.
It seems like a casino gaming manager has to be a security chief, a customer service expert, a compliance officer. When do they even get to sleep?
Well, you're not wrong about that. But it can be a really rewarding career if you like a fast-paced environment with high stakes. And as you move up, gaming supervisor, assistant casino gaming manager, and then finally to the top, the responsibilities get bigger, but so do the rewards.
And RoleCatcher points out that each step usually means you need more education, maybe some extra certifications. You can probably get your foot in the door with just a high school diploma. But to move up, you'll probably need a degree in something like hospitality management or business administration.
Right. And then there are industry certifications, things like certified gaming manager or certified gaming industry professional. Having those really shows you understand the industry standards and that you're serious about your career.
Okay, so let's say you've put in the work, you've got the qualifications. What does RoleCatcher recommend for standing out in a competitive job market? What's their secret? So we've talked about the strategy, the people skills, even the tech side of being a casino gaming manager. But let's be real for a second. When it comes to compliance in this industry, there's no messing around.
Exactly. And we're not just talking about knowing the rules of blackjack. This is about knowing all the state and federal regulations, the security protocols, everything.
Right, because there are some serious consequences if you mess that up.
Yeah, for the casino and for the casino gaming manager in charge.
RoleCatcher uses the phrase safe and secure environment a lot. What does that actually mean practically for someone in this job?
It covers a lot. Of course, there's the obvious stuff, preventing cheating, theft, any kind of collusion. So that means surveillance systems, trained security guards. They even talk about using facial recognition to spot known card counters.
Wow.
But it goes beyond that, too. Remember when we talked about responsible gaming?
Right, making sure people are gambling responsibly.
A big part of the casino gaming manager's job is implementing and enforcing those practices, protecting the players, not just the house.
They even mention having to do background checks on employees.
Yeah.
It's a big responsibility.
It is. And don't forget about customer service on top of everything else. You might have people who are angry about losing money or have complaints. Maybe you have to deal with someone who's just having a bad day. You always have to stay calm, be professional, and work within the rules and the casino's policies.
RoleCatcher actually has a whole section on handling those kinds of situations. They talk about active listening, explaining things clearly, finding a resolution that works for everyone and follows the rules.
It's a balancing act for sure.
Definitely.
And how you handle those situations really says a lot about the casino. A happy customer might tell a few friends about a good experience, but an unhappy customer.
Well, they could tell the whole world online.
True. So you really need to stay on top of things.
Reputation is everything.
RoleCatcher also mentions how important it is to keep learning, stay up to date with any changes in laws or new technology.
Yeah, it's a fast-moving industry, always something new to learn, new games, new regulations. Technology changes so fast, you have to be adaptable and ready to learn new things all the time. So for someone listening who's thinking, this is it, this is the job for me, what should they do? What's the first step?
Honestly, check out what RoleCatcher has. They've got it all: career paths, job descriptions, tips for interviews. They even have AI tools that'll help you get your resume in top shape and practice for your interviews. It's like having a personal coach in your back pocket.
And a lot of the resources are free, right?
Yeah, you can create a free account, browse the site, even try some of the premium features before you decide if you want to pay for a membership.
It sounds like they really know this career path inside and out.
They do. They want to help people succeed in this industry, whether they're just starting out as a gaming attendant or working towards becoming a casino gaming manager. So if you're excited about this world, you like fast-paced environments and high stakes, and you're not afraid of some hard work, this could be the perfect career for you.
Just remember, knowledge and preparation are everything.
That's right. It's not just luck. It's about being strategic, making good decisions. The house might have an edge, but if you play it right, you can beat the odds.
And maybe one day you'll be the one running the show, making sure the games are running smoothly, the customers are happy, and everything is above board. That's all the time we have for today, but we'll be back next time with another deep dive.